Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode. This will be Series 1, Episode 1 of Saelig. And since we started, switch screens here. We've made quite a few changes. And we've progressed quite a bit. So I just want to share with you what we've done, what I've done. I'd say we, it's like there's another me, not. Just showing off the new features. Again, the game was started in 2017. I made quite a lot of progression. Waiting for the load time here. And in advance, I'll apologize, but yes, it is winter. So, not as much to look at in the winter time. It is pretty barren and snow. But since the last episode, as I said, you can adopt a child, which I did, and she's doing fine. She's now 12. I think. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, she's 12. Everybody is aged 1 year. I do have a wife now who is pregnant and actually very tired. She has a habit of running around till all hours of the night. God knows what she's doing. You can give your heirs and your relatives buildings, properties, as you advance through the game when they become of age. I have not named an heir yet. It'll probably be my natural child. Right now, it's about time for my bakery to start opening. I did buy a bakery. I guess that's new too. I'm letting AI control, and one of my workers actually has a severe illness, so I have to pay him half wages. I didn't talk about some of the hotkey features. If you have a particular building that you of interest or buildings, you can hit Control and then the number. Any number 1 through 9 and associate that with a property. So I've done that. 1 is associated with my house and 2 is with the bakery, and that's what I have right now. During the winter, production of vegetables and fruits are slowed. Actually, apples aren't even in season, so some of your recipes as a baker are going to change. I do have one competitor who I've used techniques of arson, and I've caught them on fire and set their business back several times to the point where they are actually not producing anything. So if I look at the compare market compared to my product, as you can see, no one has any food but me. So, and right now I'm actually out. So I'm waiting on 6:30. That's what time the bakery opens, and I'll have 1 worker. And so, I'm only going to have 1 worker today, or maybe for the long time future. I can fire that worker, but I will damage the reputation. Usually it's like -7. You don't want to make enemies in this game. They'll actually start using techniques like arson and waylay and other devious activities towards you. As far as progression in Noble, my score is now 10,965, and the lowest family below me is 26,123. So I'm not really drawing any attention to myself. I'm about halfway to any noble family. One of my workers has a position of power, interesting enough, she is the town reeve, so which I've applied for that position, and actually she's in love with me. I've worked so long. I hope that's not romance love, but it's love nevertheless. But so pretty good relationship there, which is nice. So if she moves up to elder, because she is older than me, I can see all her information now since we are friends. Once you get to know someone and they're not an acquaintance but a friend, you can actually see property they own and all the skills that they have. So hopefully when she moves up, as the elders kick the bucket, I will move up in social rank. I can only have 3 properties. I am limited to that. Once I become, I don't have 2,000. Let me find a cheap building and I'll get the message here. I know I can't afford that. Let's see. Let's go to this hut. See if I can buy that. Yeah, so at your current social class, you cannot own more than 1 building. If I get to 1,500 or 15,000 silver, I will rank up, or you can marry into a higher social class. I'm too late because my wife was actually a thief. So luckily, when I checked out her information, she doesn't have a corruption score yet. She did own a house, so when you marry, you inherit all her assets. So currently she's still listed as 1 home. She's still woodworking. Pregnancy, I believe she's going to deliver in 3 seasons. So this would be coming into the 1st season. 5 days left. So 1 more season. So after spring and by summer, she'll give birth, which is good timing because I didn't want to have a child during the winter. To do that, once you establish a relationship high enough and they're in love with you, you can do the love making, and that's actually what makes a child. It does factor in by score. Yes, there is skill within romancing. It'll actually tell you. So our reproductive score, mine was 14. I believe hers was 7. So after multiple times of trying, we actually conceived a child. And as you can see on her profile, it actually says she's pregnant. So enough about that. So we will be doing, since I'm actually doing this live, the bakery is now open. As you can see, she's working. I do have AI controlling production. I have, another thing to talk about. I upgraded the cart. Once you upgrade the cart to the 4th slot, you actually get a horse that will pull the cart, which is very convenient because it doesn't require one of your workers to actually control the cart. Later on, you can set up caravans. In order to do that, you actually have to turn AI off and manually control it. So I'm gonna have Jim here have a full meal. So let's right click on the building. Let's tell him to eat. And now he is well fed. And we will send him off over here to supervise. Let's take a look in the shop. Couple of things I want to do with the shop, the upgrades. I did get the rodent catcher. I haven't had a need for additional shelving. You can see she's already produced 8 loaves from the work left over last night, or yesterday actually. I don't really see a need for advanced baking. It only gives you 2 additional recipes, meat pie being the best. Because right now I'm not going to benefit from it, but I do want the comfortable working conditions. That's going to boost morale with your workers, and it's also going to improve or limit the amount of accidents or injuries that your people can sustain while they're working. So actually, looks like his illness was cured. Maybe he went and got an herbal, took some medication or something, who knows. But art is working, so good for him. He is also, as you can see, he's listed as a friend. And I can see all his traits. He does live in a hut. Eventually, as I buy more property, I want to be able to buy his building, rent it, and hopefully and you can give, I think you can give, I don't know if you can give properties to an acquaintance or not. It might have to be family. We'll find out, but I'd like to be able to improve his living conditions. I did buy a hut. I am renting that out. I can manage the rental agreement. As you upgrade the house, you get more and more daily rentals. And it does pay out that money every evening, just as you pay them their salaries. So the upgrades I've put in so far, I got the small fire, better beds. And as I just keep adding in things in here, it'll increase his rent. So let's see if I've covered just a quick snapshot. If you go to relationships, you can see who all friends with and relationship status, and any enemies would show up here. I did have one enemy and I actually eliminated them by killing them, and I didn't get caught, so it didn't affect me at all. And I got rid of that person who was damaging my property. So just some nice things to check. I noticed that the person was snooping around the shop after, I'm not sure if he was dating the wife that I have now, and that's why he hated me. Who knows? But the game decided this person was going to hate me. And maybe I fired him. I don't know. But relationship status is important. You always want to check who your enemies are, who your friends are. More friends obviously are going to be better. Another thing I've found nice is you can do social. You can go to the do what's called, they call it in game as a social sit, and you can build relationships through chatting with other people, and you meet more people, and that's going to actually help boost your nobility. As far as positions of power, this isn't going to be voted on till 882 AD. That's so another year has to pass. But then they'll vote on all the new positions that you see here that are available. We don't have a king as of yet. And I'm not even sure if king is in there. I think I talked a little bit about the notifications, but if I didn't, I'll go ahead and cover those now. Right now, since I'm very interested in eggs, and I did ask the developer Jamie for a feature of getting only notifications of a specific amount. Right now, it even tells me if one egg is available or somebody sells an egg to any of these. Notifications are nice because it prevents you from doing this all the time. Basically comparing and looking for inventory at any of the markets, then you can send the cart. As you can see, Ashbury has 13 eggs, so I'm going to go get those right now. I mean right now, because they are hard to come by. So let's pop out of here. Exit. I'm going to send Razor/Jim over to the market, and you better run, buddy. And actually, I'm not sure where the cart went. My horse cart. Is that my cart? That is my cart. I don't know why it's still there. Sometimes the AI gets a little flaky, so I have to actually tell it or go back to manual mode. But yeah, we need to figure out what's going on here. So I'm going to click on the market, click on my storage, you go find those eggs, and let's just quickly buy them all out. And let's go ahead and grab the eggs. This is some of the stuff I bought last night. And we will send him back on his way. Let me double check. I want to make sure they don't have any... I'm not sure what's going on with that cart. We'll go back to enter. Actually, we can make him run here. Walking, double click. Oop, run. In the winter, it's harder to get that sleep bonus. Takes a lot longer, I've noticed. Alright, now let's go into inventory and let's just go ahead and let's drop all this in here. I did pick up a backpack, which is nice. It gives you a stackable 6 slots that stack in 5s. Very handy for... so we're doing pretty good here. We've got quite a lot of barley, quite a lot of the wheats for the bread. So we're doing pretty well here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and... I don't know if I want to turn AI off. Because if I turn AI off... Let's boost that number up that they can spend. See if that gets that cart moving. And people can buy directly from my bakery. Or the cart will actually, with AI on, it should be carrying some of these supplies. So I'm going to wait. Let's go inside, less noise. And hopefully that cart starts transporting some of these goods. We'll see if that works. It might be bugged out. The cart did go over to that market at the end of the workday. When the cart's idle, after a while, the horse will just magically go off to a field or pasture or a barn, and they're no longer exposed to the elements and they just sort of disappear. That way you don't have horses just floating around your property. I'm going to speed up time here real quick, as we always do since we're live. Yeah, it looks like the cart's moving because it just yep, it's back at the bakehouse. So that did fix that issue. That's good. So I'm going to put this back on real time just briefly because I have to let my dog out. Boy, I hate when I'm shooting live. And we'll just watch them work. That was painless. Alright, so if you are in chat and you have any questions or this game does interest you, let me know. I know these types of games aren't for everybody. Again, if you played the Guild series, any of the guilds, this game will make complete sense to you. It's not a complete copy of Guilds. There's lots of features that this game has that Guilds does not, and vice versa. But a lot of the thought came from that title. So let's check in on the title here. Or not title, but my wife. I'm always interested. So she picked up a new job. She's now a woodcutter. Turns wood into firewood, so she's still collecting a salary. I assume at some point she's not going to be able to work with a child, so... And I think our daughter's in school. Nope, she's still sleeping in the house. Let's see here. Just like a kid. Stay up all night and sleep all day. Let's restack that. Keeping track of food. Haven't really done much with the house. I do have the 4 upgraded beds. I did add the fence to help protection from thievery. The next thing I think I want to do to the house is add the loft, which gives us 5 additional storage slots. That way I can start, since I have the security here and most of the time people are here, I can actually start dumping in supplies for the bakery in here if we want to start dominating the market with the resources we need for baking. One thing the horse won't do right now in the cart, it won't pick up things automatically from your house, so that's something you have to turn AI off for, or you can just carry it over manually with your character. So, and then probably add the fire protection later on. But that's all that's left there. No need for the additional slots right now, so I haven't really spent the money. As money is a bit tight. So I assume she's in that bed. Yeah, she's right there. Alright. Let's go back, check in on the bakery, which I have on slot 2. Double click on the bakery and that'll put us there. I don't know who that is standing outside. That's me. Let's go supervise again. Let's get that boost. That raises his skill in supervising. As you can see, I'm increasing my supervising rating, and that helps boost the production of goods. Because we want to try to make as much food as we can while the market's empty. Again, we'll hit compare here. Looks like they sold... AI sold all of the bread, the barley bread and the wheat at the Ashbury market here. The caravans will let you go to the additional cities, and that's something I didn't show off in the last video. Is if I scroll the wheel all the way out, I can actually see all the different territories and by their names, and that's, we want to be able to trade with Norham, but we need caravan to be able to do that. So that's kind of nice that it gives you that view. See, I can't even get the camera over there. But there's Flayhurst. That has the other market that we actually sell things to. And then there's Eathley, which I don't think they have a market. We could actually put one there. You can actually build one and still see the ships out there protecting the port. And then you can see there's Ashbury right there. And as people have been coming in, they bought up additional properties. As you notice, there is no more build new. All the plots have been sold. Let's see what plopped up here. 1 egg, we don't care. Yeah, and that's what I'm trying, that's the feature I'm trying to get, is I don't want notified of 1 egg, but rather a bulk. Sell of eggs, so if there's like 20 or 30 eggs there, that's definitely something I want notified of because of the price point. Because as the volume goes up, obviously the price goes down. Now I would want to buy that barley flour. AI is probably not getting it because we have 40 in stock right now. But that's that. So till we get our social status up, we can't really buy more property. The cat is part of the rodent protection. That was something I upgraded because it slows down production. There's the advanced cooking for the additional recipes. Comfortable working conditions. I said I wanted to get that next. And then the fire protection. So as you can see, these are kind of annoying, and that's why I want to get rid of them. But I still leave it on because by chance, I mean, I don't want to spend all the time just hovering over the market. But if you're dealing with multiple businesses and you want those notifications, oh, it's the end of the day. So my workers have gone for the day. Nothing really left to do here. We made 1,800, or we're at 1,800. Sale of sell off of the bread they made today. So we can send my character back here. We'll send him to eat. And then since he's not tired yet, I'm actually going to cut fire or logs. Logs is a quick way to raise your money, in fishing as well. Logs are worth, where are they at here? Find somebody that's actually got some in stock. Oh, I don't even see any. Oh, there we go. So there's 38 here in Ashbury, so maybe I'll fish instead. But they do sell for quite a lot of money if they don't have any in stock. So probably fish. That's 10 silver. I can sell that fish to any of the markets or the merchant camp that's over here for now. Eventually that market camp will leave. So let's see what he's doing. It's eating. Send him over here to go fishing. And his skill is 100, so he fills up really fast. And what's nice over here is I can just sell the fish straight from the market, and I don't even need to move. I just noticed I'm 1 year older now. See, I've actually, as he's fishing, I can open up the merchant and I can just dump the fish right in there. Holy cow. 1 egg. 1 egg. I don't need to mean, I'm not adding insult. But this is some of the frustration of just dealing with these notifications that I'd like to see fixed. Speed up time here a little bit. Helps pack will fill really quick. We can actually start selling some of these. Alright, now I'm tired. Let's go ahead and slow time back down. Take these 3. Oh, that's not my property. This is. I'll send him over here to sleep. And get rid of all these notifications. I might just turn them off. Yeah, I'm gonna turn them off. So to do that, just basically go in here and click on that space, get rid of it. No more pop-ups. could clear all, but I want to, if there's a huge surplus, I do want to be notified. But it's just one egg at a time, and really not interested. Put that fish in our stock. 6 eggs were. This is all collected by my wife and my child, which is cool. Because I can actually transport these for free, since they salvaged or they harvested them themselves over to the bakery. So I still do a little bit of hunting when I'm not managing the one shop or bakery that we have. I do have several people that are harvesting animals, so the population of animals has dropped down significantly. And it's really been hard to find boars or deer to kill. For skinning and for hides and carcasses. Yeah, these used to be full of herds and now they're all empty. Because it's just overhunted. And the only other way to get meat would actually be to set up a butchery or a butcher shop in that wait a minute, I can't remember if it's the butcher shop that gives you the meat. One of them actually gets meat. They just randomly put up the animals. But you still have to dump the carcasses in them. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. I do like the seasons, it's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm not seeing any boars or deer. They just really farmed that all out. Which pretty much halted the production of hide and meat. Which is kind of sad. As you're scrolling through there, if you hold the shift key down, it actually goes faster. Here's our farms. These are the farms that are growing most of the crops we're using in the bakery. So I'm glad they're thriving. I do wish they would add beehives so there'd be more honey, but they have not. Oh, there's one with cows. Oh, it's a corral. But since we're not in that business, for meat, we don't really care. Hunting was just a way to get us started. You can do the same thing with an axe again by cutting down trees and selling logs. Or you can fish. 2 good ways to start out your income. Legally. You could also steal, be a thief. But it's gonna affect your corruption score, or you'll be wanted, which is not favorable for me because I'm trying to get a high position of power. So speed up time again, just for the sake of the video. There's our rent from our property that we own, that little hut. So we're up to 20,000 or 2,000 now. And I'm actually gonna just keep ranking up the funds. And you can see now we're 11,000. But I want to get this up to a high number to get the additional property. And then hopefully we can spend that funds on upgrades without affecting our status. Oh, I did get the buff. Okay, good. I got the good sleep and healthy mind. The reason people buy the baked goods instead of just eating fish is there are buffs associated. You can, like with bread, the wheat bread, you can run faster. Oh, the other good thing about hunting is those charms. So if you were like, if we do work here and we go to these, the charm the bone charm actually gives you a random learn or bonus skill or learning of random skills. Looks like I have one in there. I'm gonna go ahead and have him carve that out. Ooh, we got a problem here though. We don't have a slot. So let's make one, since we're going to take these over to our bakery anyway, and we'll go ahead and free that slot up. Actually, we're going to take that one too. Still got plenty of fish for the family. Eventually, once surplus is up and money's really good, I'll start bringing baked goods home to feed my family. It keeps down on illness and keeps their well-being up. As soon as he finishes here, I will show. There. So slow time down again. If I click on his paper doll and go to the house, as you'll notice when I drop that charm in there, if you watch up the top here, gotta put it in my inventory first and then eat it. You can see I gained knowledge about herbal tea. It's completely random on what you get. So I got 6 meat from that. I'm also going to take that to our shop, to the baker, because there are recipes later on that we can start making. And it's now time for work. They're already working. They've already finished off those loaves. So let's go ahead and let's supervise. It should get him to run there. Nope, he's walking. He's taking his sweet time. Let's go in and check on our folks. I don't think I've ever upgraded the bakery. I'm hoping it changes the whole layout. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like with that upgraded perk. We're gonna have to start. Hopefully the AI picks up on the barley and the wheat automatically. We'll keep an eye on it. All right, so we got encouragement for the workers to increase their production speed. And now he's idle, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that inventory of goods. Add them in. There we go. And now we have actually everything we need to make the meat pies, which is the advanced. Oh, there goes the cart. He's taking the bread. Let's see if he buys any barley flour yet. He'll buy at the best price. Or at least he's supposed to. And he just sold off all those goods. Puts us at 2,300. So we're turning over quite a profit here. Per day. Money's really starting to come in. Not too many hours in the game to get to this start, to get to this point. Eventually you can start buying out your competitors. You can pretty much dominate the whole city. Which is the point of the whole game. And I'm not sure, I will be talking to the developer later to get some sense of a roadmap of what type of features he plans on adding, since it still is in early access. It'd be interesting to see what he has planned for the next upgrade as far as features. We do have some notes here. Let's see. These are families coming in, quite wealthy. I've noticed since we've been producing food, it's just telling me that my production stopped. Military camps always wanting stuff. Let's check it out. Military camps are interesting. You can just basically go over to there and drop off the goods. They're looking for firewood. Once they meet all these quotas, they stop hitting notifications. So that's a good stopping point for here. The next video will pick it up probably back in spring, summer, after the baby's born, after we get some of these upgrades and get his status up to where we can buy more property. And we'll do another video just to show off different variations, combinations of using your different stores. You might buy a farm, or we're making our own wheat. That's going to increase our profit margins because we'll be producing our own wheat, and then also buy a mill to grind those down into flours, the barley flour and the wheat flour. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you guys on the next video. That I do, kind of spreading these out. I'm not doing them every day, as I do live streams all the time, every day, with other titles. But thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.